Hello and welcome to the June edition of the Dot Report from Dot Security. In our first story this month, we take a look at how the Justice Department led an international operation to take down the widespread 9/11 S5 Botnet. Then we'll discuss the misinformation campaign targeted at the Paris Olympic Games before reviewing a new report on the efficacy of security information and event management systems, and lastly learning about RansomHub, one of the newest players in the ransomware game. Let's get into it. The Justice Department leads the 9/11 S5 Botnet takedown. A recent victory in the global fight against cybercrime has led to the arrest of Yunhu Wang, a Chinese national who's been running the widespread 9/11 S5 botnet since 2014. Before the botnet was shut down by international law enforcement, it had compromised over 190 million IP addresses across over 190 countries. With such a viral infection rate, the damages caused by this botnet are significant, underscored by the $5.9 billion loss incurred by the United States, caused by over 560,000 fraudulent unemployment insurance claims initiated by the botnet. All in all, the 9/11 S5 botnet earned Wang nearly $100 million as he and his network of infected devices facilitated various cybercrimes such as financial fraud, identity theft, and more. The successful operation was a joint effort between the United States, Singapore, Thailand, and Germany, and saw around $30 million in assets seized, as well as charges brought against Wang, including conspiracy to commit computer fraud, wire fraud, and money laundering, all with a maximum penalty of 65 years in prison. In an attempt to besmirch the name of the International Olympic Committee, Russian-backed hacking groups known as Storm 1679 and Storm 1099 have launched a disinformation campaign against the upcoming Paris Olympic Games. The campaign revolves around fake news websites, a falsified feature-length documentary, and fabricated threats of violence occurring at the Games themselves. Threat actors behind the misinformation campaign have been amplifying their efforts as the games get closer, but French authorities aren't leaving anything to chance as they make moves to bolster security around the games anyway. With the misinformation campaign confirmed, we're once again reminded that just because you saw it online doesn't mean it's true. Security information and event management tools are underperforming. A new report published by the security engineering startup Cardinal Ops highlights how security information and event management systems are severely underperforming when it comes to cyber threat detection. After analyzing 3,000 detection rules and 1.2 million log sources across major platforms like Splunk, Microsoft Sentinel, IBM QRadar, and Sumo Logic, the report found that these systems only cover around 19% of the MITRE attack techniques, despite being capable of covering up to nearly 90% of these tactics. The MITRE attack framework is a standardized guide for understanding and defending against a variety of cyber attacks. However, the security information and event management systems included in this report were only able to detect 38 of the 201 cybercrime techniques outlined by the latest version of the MITRE attack framework. The complexity of modern networks, variety of cyber attack tactics, and volume of security alerts from different systems all contribute to the security information and event management inefficiencies discovered in this report, which also emphasizes the importance of building a customized security solution for your organization. Launched on February 2nd earlier this year, RansomHub has quickly risen to fame among cybercriminals in the ransomware space. The group emerged to prominence as it attracted affiliates from the now-defunct ALF-V, also known as Black Cat Hacking Group, by promising security and reliability in their new Ransomware as a Service program. RansomHub's first victim appeared shortly after its launch, and by April they made headlines by targeting Change Healthcare, previously compromised by ALF-V. The group has since claimed an additional 74 known victims, including Frontier Communications and Christie's Auction House, which has led to a class action lawsuit due to concerns about consumer protection laws and the creation of FOLS packages, which are used in identity theft. The group's rapid growth is largely attributed to a payment structure that prioritizes affiliates' earnings, helping them recruit experienced cybercriminals who know their way around the ransomware space. While RansomHub does operate globally, they mainly focus on high-value targets in healthcare, finance, and manufacturing sectors where disruptions are significant and victims are more likely to pay. Notably, RansomHub's tactics and ransomware code show significant similarities with ALPH-V, suggesting a close connection between the two, and at this point, researchers believe RansomHub may have used Knight's source code, indicating a pattern of rebranding and evolving old ransomware groups. Thanks for watching. I'm Andrew Mancini with Security, and this has been the Report.